Hey guys, Savhead67 here. I'm starting a series of videos to help people farm for components for ammo crafting, mainly because I see people looking for materials and they don't know where to go to find the best places, and here's 7 locations I'm going to show you for lead anyway. You want to have these 3 perk cards equipped when you do craft ammo because they're going to yield you the most ammo when you're creating it. You don't need them maxed out, but if you do, that's even better. And you want to head over to a Tinker's Workbench. Anyone you find, you can craft ammo. You want to go to the ammo menu and you want to look through the menu and you'll see the different types of ammo and what amounts of components you need. And we're going to focus on lead today. The first place we're going to go is the Green Country Lodge. It's probably the easiest place to get a large amount of lead. And you'll see the map location. It's one of the earlier places you see when you come out of the vault. Most people go here and grab all the lead they can. So you might not find it when you go here, but for the most part, it's an easy location. There's a few mole rats you gotta kill and a rad roach. I'm not going to show you how to kill everything. I'm just going to show you where the locations are for the lead. So you want to grab all these weights. All these weights have lead in them. The problem is when you grab a 160-pound barbell, it's going to weigh 160 pounds. You're not going to get 160 pounds of lead, unfortunately, so you're going to have to scrap this. And in order to do that, you're going to have to find a bench, a workbench to scrap it at. So I'm going to head over to the closest one and scrap this amount. Or otherwise, you're going to walk around over encumbered, and you don't want to do that. You know, you're basically going to be at 700 pounds unless you have your weight limit that high, which I really don't think you will. You want to scrap it. So the closest workbench is just down the road. And there's a few other things here too, like these paint cans and that tin can. Those have lead in it. This empty paint can, it doesn't have any lead in it. If it has paint in it, it says paint can, it has lead in it. So you want to scrap those as well. There's a lot of lead in these things. So we'll move on to the next location. Charleston Fire Department is a huge location for lead weights. Unfortunately, a lot of people know and go here. So unless you're on a private server, you're going to probably have a lot of trouble trying to find it here. If you server hop on a public server, you're most definitely going to find it eventually. But just be wary that a lot of people go here to get this lead. After you spawn in, you just want to head down this direction and go to the right once you enter the building. And there's a room at the end of the hall. It's basically a workout room. Got all the weights in there. You want to grab all these weights. And there's a lot of them. So you're going to be over encumbered every time. There's no way around it. So you're going to want to scrap these weights unless you want to walk around the wasteland over encumbered and it slows you down. You can't run. You can't do anything. Luckily, at the Charleston Fire Department, you have workbenches here. So you can just grab all these weights. Don't feel like you have to step back at all. Just grab everything you can. And then head out this door and then to the main room. It's going to be to the left as you come out, and where that robot is, just head on in there. And there's like 2 workbenches in here. Just scrap all that lead. It'll show you the amount of lead you're going to get. Just a pretty good amount. Vault-tec University is a little bit tougher because there's ghouls in here, but there's 2 locations, and a lot of people don't know about the 2 locations, and a lot of people don't bother with these. It doesn't yield a huge amount, but it does yield enough that it's worth it, So as you spawn in, you want to head into the main entrance. Just enter the Vault-tec University, and you want to head straight down this hallway as you come into the university. And you want to bear to the right. And there's a hallway. Now there's going to be ghouls in there, and you're going to have to take them out. I'm not going to show you how to do that. That's a video for another time. But I'm going to show you where the locations are. At the end of this hall, the last door on the left, there's a weight room or a workout room. And you just want to grab all these weights. There's a few free weights on the floor, and there's a couple dumbbells on the shelf. So grab all this stuff. Grab those free weights. And you have to manipulate around these bicycles. So these Pelotons. Grab all these weights. Now, luckily there is a workbench close by, so you can scrap all this stuff. It's not a huge amount of weight that you'd be over encumbered. You might not have to right away, but why not? Just get rid of it. Scrap it. You can also scrap these using a scrap kit and have it go right to your stash box if you're so inclined to do so. I don't like to waste those things unless I absolutely have to. This is the entrance that you came in. You want to take a right now. Now this door you're going to have to pick. Unless you've completed the mission to a certain point where you have a key, and you won't have to pick this lock, you just use the key. But either way, you pick it, use the key, get in here. You want to go down a level. And there's a monitor that'll open the door to the vault simulation area. So now you want to head down this next level. It's pretty far down. You're going into the simulation vault, basically. So this door you need to unlock with a pick lock, unless you have the key, of course. For some reason, my character doesn't have the key for this vault. I have another character that has the key, and he doesn't have to pick anything. So I don't know. Anyway, some people don't even bother with this because it's only like 25 lead maybe down here. But if you combine it all together, you're going to end up getting about 63 lead. With all these weights. So, it doesn't sound like much, but when you get 63 here, 70 at another location, and 80 at another location, it all adds up. Unidentified intruder detected. Just head back up the way you came in, so you can scrap these things. It's pretty much just everything in reverse. I'm going to show you just so you know. Fourth location is Camden Park. There are no lead weights here, but there are 10 cam alarm systems, which basically yield lead and steel, which are two components that you need to make ammo. So they're more beneficial to you in the long run. And there's a lot of them here, so it's worth checking out. There's usually about 24 scorched that you have to take out to clear this area. I've already done that. As you enter the park, you head towards the roller coaster, and you'll see 2 strings of the can alarms. It'll say disarm, but when you disarm them, you're actually taking them and putting them into your inventory. And if you head down the pathway, there'll be 2 more. I'm going to grab those. And then head right, and you'll see somewhat of a hidden area on the right side. You go in there, and stay to the right, and there's 2 more cans, 2 more strings of cans. Take those, and if you turn around and go back in, there'll be a workbench that you can scrap these at. And by the way, this whole area is full of things that you can loot that may contain lead, may not, but there's a ton of stuff there, so you might want to check it out. Now, the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort is another place full of scorched. It's a little bit harder to get through because you got to kill all these scorched. If you're a low level, it can be difficult. If you're a higher level, it's pretty much a walk in the park. It's actually kind of fun to go through here and pick them all off. So as you come in from the spawn point, you want to look up as you go through the bridge, under the bridge rather, and there's 3 strings of cans hanging. You want to grab all those. Just give a little jump up. You'll see the disarm, grab them. So now you have those 3, and now there's 3 more at the end of this walkway that you want to grab. And there's a few other things here I want to show you. Some lead weights as well. Not a ton of them, but they're close by, and you can grab them while you're here. So grab these 3. You turn around and go back to where you came. And go for the mannequin. There's a 5-pound weight under the mannequin. A lot of people miss that one. Grab that. And then there's a yellow box, a weapons case that's open, and it has cannonballs and weights in it. Don't take the cannonballs. The cannonballs are not going to yield you any lead, even though they take nothing but lead to make. So basically grab those lead weights. And then there's a workbench back, going towards the way. Hey, dude, go back towards the way you came. And there's a workbench in here that you can scrap at. There's actually a few of them around, but you yield a good amount, you know. And the Sludge Works, this is one of my favorite places, but it's a hard one because it's got a ton of Blood Eagles here. So Blood Eagles, to me, can be more vicious than the Scorched, because they can be tough. So it's one of the harder locations, but it yields a good amount of lead. And a lot of people miss this one. A lot of people don't even know about this one. And if they do, they're not telling anybody. So if they get mad at me, I don't care. When you spawn in, you come into the location. You want to veer to the left along the wall and look for the Tinker's Workbench. You'll see it lit up, and you just want to head towards that, and all the weights are surrounding it. So it's pretty easy once you start collecting all these weights to scrap it. It's right there. You know, there's no place else that you have to run to. Once you clear the area, of course, because like I said, there'll be a ton of Blood Eagles here that you want to take out so they're not blasting you in the back of the head while you're trying to scrap. So yeah, scrap all this, head to the next location. Monorail Elevator. This one, there's really no enemies here, and there's nothing difficult other than the fact that the location is tough. It's basically at the top of this monorail. I'm going to look up, and if you could see at the very top, that's where you're going. And you have to go up in an elevator, which is fine. There's two elevators, one on the right, one on the left. You want to head to the left elevator. This will be the easiest way to get the things you need. There's one up there, and there's one down here. So take this left elevator. There'll be two floors, two buttons to push. You know, basically the floor you're on in the second floor. So you want to hit the second floor button and head to the second floor, which is basically the top of this side. And when you come out, the left side is a dead end, but you want to go to the right and go up the stairs. And you can see, it's probably the best view, and you can see Watoga pretty good. If you wanted to get a good view of a nuke over the Cranberry Bog, this would be the place to go. There's some things you can scrap there, but all the lead is going to be pretty much right here, and there's a ton of cement here too. So if you're looking for cement, even though it's not an ammo component, grab it. I'm grabbing it right now because I'm here, and I can always use concrete. You know, that's what it basically scraps down to concrete, and we all need concrete, so grab it. And the other tricky part about this is that you have to walk across these boards, these planks, and these planks can give way, so you want to really sneak across it and grab the other weights and the cement that's on the other side. And now you can make a choice. Once you grab all this stuff, you can either go back the way you came, but you do risk falling. And if there's somebody nearby, they're going to grab all your loot, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. So I'd say go forward. You have less chance of falling. You do still have to be careful. You can loot everything on this train, this monorail. There's tons of little things here. Just grab them all on your way out. And once you get to the end, there's one more set of planks you have to walk over. It's a little tricky. You want to be crouched. And once you scoot across that, you want to head over to the right, down the stairs. Don't fall off the edge. And take the next elevator you'll see. And take it down to the bottom floor. The second floor, there's some things to loot. I don't think there's too much lead there, if anything, but go to the bottom floor. And now the problem is you have to scrap the stuff. You're going to be walking around out over encumbered, and unfortunately in this area there is no place to scrap that I can find. Maybe somebody knows of a place, but you're going to be walking all the way to Watoga So you best drop in a survival tent if you have one, and that's what I did. That's it. Be sure to search these locations more thoroughly. You'll definitely find more lead if you look around. If you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be sure to make more videos in the future. Until next time, turn it on, turn it up, and keep on rocking in the wasteland. Peace.